That's your phone? Is it hot? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going. Did I misspell Shawan Quadash?
ISUPK.
Now you say the Most High gave this word to everybody, right?
That bond is you living out right now. That bond is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, if any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing.
Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb to my brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to my sisters. And I'm Officer of 1,000 Mashah, and this is the ISUPK Friday La Shawan Quadash class. It's the La Shawan Quadash or the Holy Tongue. We're going to start it off by writing it up here, putting your title up here so you can see. You see this? La Shawan Quadash. Yeah. Glad to have y'all back here. Want to give a big shout out to that mighty man, Officer 500, Khatab, that held it down last week. And we are back. This is the last one until January. How about that? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it simple. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over here and check and see who off in the chat room. I see Shemayim in the house, I think. That's Shemayim over there. And I see we got some folks online. Go ahead and check into the chat room. Give us a greeting. Because we have a tendency to put you up on screen. We like to let folks know who's in the class and all of that and learn. I see we got some folks in the chat room. It doesn't matter what you're looking at us on. We're set up with StreamYard, which means we are broadcasting to 3 different platforms right now. So whatever platform you're watching us on, you can use the chat room or the comment section in that, and they will get to us right here. All right. Again, we are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, way back in 1969. And we are under Commander General Yohana, and we're taking this Bible at the command of General Yohana, Commander General Yohana, and we're going throughout the earth, teaching the truth of the Bible. And that truth of the Bible is what? So-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians, what are the lost children of Israel? You are the same Israel who Moses went down to Egypt and told Pharaoh that the Most High said, "Let my people go." That's who you are. Never get it wrong. Never doubt that. That's who you are. And I ain't gonna apologize for your low-life preacher, pastor that's not telling you that. I'm not gonna apologize for that white man called Louis Farrakhan who just decided to tell the Muslims the truth. You are not an Arab. You are not an Edomite. You are not a Roman. You are an Israelite. And you have a language called the Shawan Quadash, or the Holy Tongue, or what? The set aside tongue, the separate tongue. This is what we should be. This is what we should be speaking, particularly among ourselves. I wouldn't care if an heathen on the face of the earth never learned Paleo Hebrew or Hebrew. They don't need to. We got some folks over there, right, that took our language back in the day when they called themselves proselytizing over to become Israel. Yeah, there's some fake Israelites out there that don't look nothing like you. They call themselves Ashkenazis and Sephardic Jews, right? They Jewish people. They something like the Jews, but not quite Jewish, you know. And why we say that? Well, ish means something like, right? They got a TV show. What is it called? It's not called Black. It's called Blackish. With what's her name? What's that singer from the Supreme? Diana Ross's daughter is in that. I believe is in that show, Blackish, with Anthony. What's his name? Anthony Anderson. Blackish. They not quite black, but they got some black flavor to them. The ish means something like. It's orange or it's orange-ish. It's yellow or it's yellowish. You're a Jew or you Jewish. And if you're a Jew, you look like me. I stay off the camera a lot. I don't get on camera on this class because it's about the written language. But you'll look something like me, maybe someplace along the scale. And I'm just a nappy head nigga. That's what I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm just old nappy head nigga from the hood of Detroit. You see that? Living in the hood in Detroit. All right, what I'm writing on the board right now, these are called characters. You can equate them with the English alphabet. These are called characters. We do this at the beginning of every class. We go over these characters at the beginning of every class. What we got? All right, I see. Come on now. Y'all can get on in. Don't be shy. Tell y'all now, don't be shy. Check in the comment section. Let us know you in the class. I'll see y'all in there. I'll see y'all. Matter of fact, if you're a trooper, if you're a trooper or officer less than me, and you're in the class, check in. That is in order. Let us know you here. And you'll be able to communicate back and forth in there if it's something you need to know. No use hiding. Do you know our refusal to communicate clearly with one another, freely with one another, has been one of the ways that our oppressor has been able to easily come between us? I don't want you to know what I'm doing, so that I'm watching your class and learning, so I'm not going to check in like that. Well, the whole thing is that if I did check in like that, guess what? That's going to build up not only the teacher, but it's going to build up too. You see. You too. Check in, say your hellos, speak to your classmates that's in the class. All righty. We're looking at characters. Because what we give you not a name of the character, because in the Jewish world, they would tell you that this is a Aleph. We don't care about that. What from the character, and what we do, But in this class, that's the character. If it's ah, then that's an ah. If it makes us da, then that's a da. You understand? We're not okay. I need y'all help right now. I need everybody help out there. I don't know what's going on, but we're used to this. Uh, if you can hear me, I need a one in the chat room. I need a one in the chat room. We just had, I don't know, somebody kicked us offline or something. I don't know if it was a cyber attack or what, but if you can hear me right now, I need, the old faithful. I need y'all to give me a one in the chat room. If you can hear me. All right. Who else is out there? I appreciate that, Shemai. Anybody else? Can you hear me? I need to know that everything is good to go before I continue on. You know, we're streaming on Facebook right now. We're streaming on YouTube right now. And what's this one? Twitch. And we're streaming on Twitch right now. So I need to know that all those platforms are getting us pretty good. All right. I see y'all. I see y'all in the class. I appreciate that. So please help me out. Help me out. And I'm gonna write the next line of characters a little smaller. It's gonna still show up clearly, But I want to get the last, that's 8, I'm gonna get the last 13 characters all on the same line. Once again, if you can hear me clearly, if you can hear me, give me a 1. If I'm coming in garbled, if I'm coming in fading in and out, if I'm coming in when you having any problems, then give me a 2 in the chat room. I got 1, but I need a few more of y'all to give me something real quick so we can go on with this class. Now I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna be contacting the brothers up over me in the Shawan Quadash, right? Because what we're gonna work on, well, I'm gonna find out what's the school's plan. One of the things I have is called conversational Hebrew. It's time for us to start doing that. We've been doing this too long not to have conversational Hebrew. And I'm gonna tell you, big ups to the sisters in Detroit, right? I'm blessed to work closely with them and one of the few brothers that's in their Texas, right? And I seen one of the sisters put in a text, Bawa Kwa Tawa. That's a while back, right? But I'm like, wait a minute, how they know more than me? I had to go look that up. Now I understand what she was saying. She was saying good morning. You see that in the text, and that makes sense. We should be talking to each other that way every day. When I see my wife, shalom, sweetie, whatever sweetie is in Hebrew, I should, that's how I should give it to her. You see, she should give it back. We need to start speaking Hebrew. Big ups to Commander General Yohanan, the generals up under him, and Captain with the Ashaparian. You know, they make sure every Sabbath we sit down and do what? What do? We read the Hebrew. We read this. We don't read this down here. We don't read in English letters, right? No, we read Hebrew lettering, okay? Now I'm getting ready to move on. I'm giving you, please, I'm asking you. As long as it's good, give me a 1. I see y'all all up in here in class. All right, I'm gonna move on. We stopped off with the Cha. So we're going Abba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, and Cha. You got that? Now, these are gonna be a little smaller, so pay attention. But they're just as important. That might be too small. Oops. I'm gonna write the Hebrew characters first, right? And then I'm gonna come and put the pronunciation up under them. They're gonna be a little close, but you're gonna be all right. Watch this. You know what this comes from right here? Working with it every day. I remember when I was first learning, they were telling me to sing songs and all of that to memorize this, right? Well, I found a way, and that's what each of us have to do. You have to find a way, just like you found a way as a child to memorize the alphabet, you have to find a way to memorize these characters. Now I can look at a character and pretty much tell you what it is. But you know, I got room right here, so I'm gonna put the last 3 down here. And we're gonna make it work. All right, we're gonna make it work. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, characters we got up. Ta, got that? Ta, ya, ka. The ka is not to be confused with the cha. That's ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, to za, qua, and the last three is ra, sha, and tha. Not to be confused with the ta. That's ta. Ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa. Believe it or not, that is I. Pa, ta, za. You see that? Ta, za. That is a character. And then we got the qua. Got that? And then we see it right here. We got the ra, little on the side. The sha. See that? And then we got the tha. Okay. Can we see that all right? Everybody see that, right? Okay. And I know some people say, oh, y'all go over the same stuff every week. Everybody begins. Every time somebody new coming to school, they need to find a place where they can begin to learn their own language. That's why we repeat this part over and over again. And if those who've been here a while know, we're not done. Anybody new, we're giving you a chance to write that down. With the pronunciations right there, and this is what we suggest. Every day you read this and you say it to yourself out loud 100 times a day. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and tha. We encourage you to do that. Why? So that you can learn it. So you can memorize it. It's called muscle memory in the gym. Any brothers that go to the gym understand, and this is a true story. I'm closer to 100 than I am 10. And in my younger day, I used to go to the gym. I used to lift weights. I used to bodybuild. In my younger day, I used to bodybuild. I remember the first time I lifted on the bench press 315 pounds, I could have cried like a baby. The first time I deadlifted 600 pounds, I could have cried like a baby. Let me tell you a secret. Muscle memory means that if I was to go back into the gym, I ain't been there in 20 years, 25, 30 years. If I was to go back in there, my muscles, because I did it so much, would actually remember where they used to be. And as I went into the gym, they would work much faster than somebody that never been there to get back to where they used to be. So when you go over this language every day, you're building muscle, so-called muscle memory. This is kind of like an allegory or you know what I'm saying. But your brain is locking in on this. Here's the deal. You only need to write something 1,000 times with your hand, and your hand will be able to write it even if you went blind. You see that? That's muscle memory. So if you write this down and go over it 1,000 times, your brain is going to exercise the same muscle memory. So we encourage you every day, if you don't know the Hebraic alphabet, you see that? If you don't know this Shawan Quadash characters, this alphabet, then every day get up and repeat them 100 times. Write them down, say them out loud. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and tha. Y'all got me? I'm going to keep encouraging that. I'm going to keep encouraging that because that's how you're going to learn. All right. That's the first part of the basic. You know, we go over the basic every class. We will always go over the basic because somebody somewhere has just heard about who? The ISUPK, the home of the truth. And they need to start at the beginning. So we're always going to go over there to make sure that the newest brother or the newest sister in the school can quickly catch up with where you are. That's why we have classes on Tuesday nights called Brotherhood. Everything we do for one another is based out of brotherhood. You see that? It's based out of brotherhood. So what? Do unto others, and that's one of the big scriptures. Do unto others as you would have others to do unto you. When I was new in the school, I wish it was somebody that was going over, and it probably was. I just didn't know where to find them. That was going over this Shawan Quadash every day, so I could get it. They go over the basics of it. You know, I remember, man, it was like I was 4 weeks a student and couldn't recite Shalom Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Couldn't do it because I didn't hear it every day. It took me a little longer, but once I got it, I got it. You know, once I got it, I got it. And to this day, I might even frustrate my brothers. My brothers, they say it so fast sometimes, right? They just sound like they're saying one word, Shem Barakatah. You know what I'm saying? They say it so fast, right? Not me. I'm an old man. So I say the whole thing, and my brothers, they indulge me. They sit there and listen. I'm able to see the brother like, wow, I ain't seen you. Shalom, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Shalom, Shem Barakatah. You know, but they indulge me. You see that? But we need to learn this. Okay, we're going to move to the next thing that's still basic. Remember, at the beginning of every class, we deal with the what? The basics. You see what I'm saying? We deal with the basics. That's what we're dealing with now. We just went through the ba, ga, da, ha, wa, the characters, right? We went through that. Now I'm going to point you towards this little thing right here. You see this little thing right here? I don't want you to get too dependent on him because when you see our writings, you will not see him. But this is a good way because he's here and we do use him in certain circumstances. And he, in some writings, he will show it. If I wrote something completely in Hebrew, you're going to see this. This is called a connector, if I could. This is called a connector. What it does is connect two letters together. And what's its purpose? It's to give you, to let you know that a different sound is expected out of the second character. Of the two characters that are connected together, and that sound is what I call, if I could, a softened sound. A softened sound. And in our title, La Shawan Quadash, you just went through the La, the Sha, the Wa, the Na, the Kwa, the Da, and the Sha. You see that? Listen to how I read this. La Shawan Quadash. You see that? But what characters do we have? La, Sha, Wa, Na, Kwa, Da, Sha. That's the Sha. And, oh, I meant Solaki. I meant to tell y'all. When you wrote that down and I gave it to you, that is the sound that the letter makes. That's a La. So when you see it written and it's part of a word, you say La. You see what I'm saying? If your answer to somebody is no, if your answer to somebody is no, then this is what you would write. No connectors. No connectors right there. That's La-a. La-a, that means no. Okay, La-a. You've seen Officer Quadash? La-a, Alwan. I have not seen Officer Quadash. That simply means no. But you see how that's written, right? The La and the A. La-a. You see that? And if you saw it written in English, this is how it would look. La-a. Because remember, I wrote the English letters under each sound. It would be like that. La-a. You got it? I sure hope so. Now, let's talk about these connectors. These connectors, right, soften the sound of the second character that is connected by the connectors. So right here, we got a wa and we got a na, right? Right here in the word La Shawan. So why would it not be La Shawa Na? You see that? That's a na. This is a na right here. This is a na right here. So why wouldn't it be la sha wa na? Because that is a wa. You see that? La sha wa na. That's not the correct pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is la sha. Watch this. Wan. La sha wan. That's how that's pronounced. La sha wan. Why? The question is why. I pray my young brother's watching this too. Lasha one, because when you connect the letters, the second character, right, in the connection gets what's called a soft sound. Okay, a soft sound. Na is a hard sound. At as in can, as in run. You see that? That's a soft sound. That's a soft na sound. It's So when the na is connected to the y by a connector, it's one. La sha one. Y'all got me? Are you with me? You know, okay, I see y'all come finally. I see y'all coming up in that chat room. We're gonna stop it right there. But guess what? I'm gonna go over here to Quadash and do the same thing and teach you. But let me see what y'all gonna put over here in the chat room. I see you, Sister D. I see you. Glad to have you there. I see, yeah, you own it. You own it. Absolutely. Connected. That's a connector. You're absolutely right. But we're moving beyond this too. I know you and Shemayim, and I don't know who else, and I know some brothers that be in from Grand Rapids and Flint. There's a bunch of y'all up in the classroom. But everybody else that's in the classroom, say something. Let us know you're here, right? Because I want to teach what you need to be taught. You see that? Now, the last word here is, this is crazy too. I appreciate y'all for forgiving me, because if I had my way, this is how I would be writing right now. You see that? That's how I would be writing, because when I start reading Hebrew, I have to flip my brain. So Quadash, I would have, just in the English, I would have to read it backwards, because you will see I have difficulty reading Hebrew words written with English letters because of the way it's going. We read from right to left. Lashawan Quadash. And so here we go. We got the da, we got the sha connected. Let's put the qua here just so you can see it. If there is no connector, then that character gets its hard sound. It gets its primary sound. Quadasha. That could be quadasha, but it's not. It's quadash because of this right here, the connector. The soft sound of a sha. You see that? That's the sha over there. That's the sha. The soft sound is sh, as in fish. You see that? As in fish. So this is quadash. You got it? You got it? All righty. Now, I'm going to ask one time, give y'all about 2 minutes to figure it out. Do I need to go over any of this basic stuff anymore? Yes or no? If I need to go over it, say so in the chat room. If you missed anything I just went over on the basics, let me know in the chat room. I see it's a bunch of y'all in here. I don't want to go too fast. I will. Now, I'm watching the chat room now. Give you about 1 more minute now. I didn't waste all of that. You can always replay this, right? It's hidden somewhere online. It's online at StreamYard, right? You'll be able to play it again and again and again and again, right? But I've erased everything. If you need me to go over anything on this basic stuff before I move on, tell me now. Tell me now. And I'm letting y'all know too. I'm gonna send a shout out to the sisters in Detroit, right? A lot of them be working and all of this. What we got there? Okay. A lot of them be working and all of that. But it's time for us to, everybody love having their own thing. Let's get our own language. All righty. Here we go. We're moving on. That was a good minute and a half. I don't have my watch. I'm not timing it, so I could be wrong. Just holler in the chat room if I need to back up. What we finna do is what's called conversational Hebrew. All right? Can we do that? Shayakha. Okay, let me take this down. And teach you to have basic. If it ain't nothing but salutations, we're gonna deal with Shayakha. And this, watch this. Shayakha. Get it right. All right. No, I need the high. That is the high. I got the wrong one there. Where's the yah at? Okay. My bad. There we go. Shayakha. What that mean? Working with me? Conversation. We're finna deal with conversation. Basic salutations. Really, that's basically what we're dealing with. Basic salutations. And we want you to get it right. We want you to get it right. Conversation. Shayakha. Shayakha. You see that? So, this is the Hebrew class. So, now this is interesting right here. This ha, you know the ha goes there because when you write it out in English, it looks like this, right? That's that ha right there. You see that? The ha is all by itself. But because it's by the connector, it get the soft H sound. You know what the soft H sound is? It's damn near silent. You see that? Shayakha. All right. First thing we want to deal with is hello. Oh, Salakia and goodbye. I'm gonna switch markers in a minute, all right? Hello, goodbye is the same thing. You know what that is? How about this? What is that? Who can tell me what that is? This is where y'all get, and I'm not gonna write you much up there until somebody in the chat tell me what I just wrote. Hello, goodbye. What's that word right there? I just wrote. That's the Hebrew for hello, goodbye. We greet each other this way all the time. All the time. And I need y'all to move quickly because we're going to go through this whole sheet of conversational Hebrew. Conversational Shawan Quadash. Hello. Give me some English letters and tell me what that word is I just wrote there. All right? Okay, Shemaya. I see you on it. You're absolutely correct. Hey, y'all shouldn't let Shemaya show y'all up. She's going to be fast on it. She is married to this stuff. It's shalom. Shalom is hello. Shalom is goodbye. Shalom is peace. So if you see somebody, and you run up into a brother or sister, hey, shalom. That's why you hear us when we greet each other, shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We always put shalom in front of us because that's the necessary salutation. Peace. Peace. And you know, the Most High is amazing. What else is better than when you first see your brother, the first thing you speak to him is peace. Y'all know the wicked has inherited the earth, and so the people mourn. The people at all types of, I don't know, captivity, all types of incarceration, all types of hell being rained down upon them. So it makes sense that when I see my brother, the first thing that comes out of my mouth towards him, or I see my sister, and the first thing that comes out of my mouth towards them or her is peace. Shalom. Now, you might ask, how you doing? You might, shalom, peace. How you doing, home? What's going on, right? That's the next thing. That's how we greet each other. Hey, what's up? Hi, whatever. Except for hello, goodbye. For us, it's shalom. Peace is the way to say hi. Hey, peace, shalom. You see that? Now I want to know how they doing. How are you? Now, since peace is the thing we want them, what we're going to ask is, how are your, I ain't going to worry about that's English shit, your peace. Okay? Really, how you doing, right? So, we're going to simply say, watch this. Ma, sha, la, connector, lam, ka. Show you something here. That's the ka right there. Remember the other ka like this? That's C-H-A-A. Ka. So that's the ka with that hard K sound. Sha, ma, shalom. See that connector right there? Shalom ka. How was your peace? Ma shalom ka? Question mark. How about that? How about that? Are you with me? Are you riding with me? Stay with me now. Ma shalom ka. How are you, or how is your peace? How are you, or how is your peace? Okay? And that's crazy. You know, yours, one of them pronouns that you would use the plural. How are you? Are is the plural for is, right? But when you put it this way, when you're talking about a particular object, peace, the object is peace. How is your peace? But when you're talking about you, and you is the object, then it goes to the plural. But that's a whole nother lesson. So log it. How is your peace? Ma shalom ka. You got that? Ma shalom ka. Ma shalom ka. Ma shalom ka. You see that? Shalom, ma shalom ka. Now watch this. That's how it should come out. Shalom, ma shalom ka. That's heavy. Y'all don't get it yet. Watch this. This is what I asked you to do. Find somebody you can learn this with, you can talk it with, and meet each other at the store where the Arabs be at. And just simply greet one another. Shalom, ma shalom ka. And when they reply, shalom yatawah, Y'all can speak English again, right? Because y'all just messed up the whole story, if I could. Why? Because niggas ain't supposed to have it like that. Redneck, not Slovakia. Red mans ain't supposed to have it like that. Wetbacks ain't supposed to have it like that. You see? And my Spanish speaking brothers, I'm not calling y'all that. Okay? I'm not calling you a wetback or none of that. I refer to us as niggas, and I do that affectionately because we ain't supposed to have it like that. We're not supposed to have it like that. But shalom, hello or goodbye. The next thing out of your mouth is ma shalom ka. How you doing, man? How you doing? You see what I'm saying? Ma shalom ka. What's your piece about, man? You see that? Y'all got that? Y'all better talk to me. Cause y'all know they gave me this class where I can talk by myself to myself for a long time. Ma shalom ka. Absolutely, Sister D. Absolutely. Ma shalom ka. How is your peace? How you doing? And Sister D and Sister Shemayim are akwas. That's a word. Put in your vocabulary if you ain't got an akwas. That means sister. You see that? That means sister. Put it in your vocabulary if you don't have it. Akwas, D, akwas, Shemayim. When y'all communicate on those, what's that? Texas, it's okay to use this. Feel free to talk to your sisters in Hebrew. All right. Now, we've asked the question, how you doing, right? How's your peace? Ma shalamka. Well, I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying? My peace is straight, right? My peace is good, right? So how do I respond to that? I'm gonna write it down. My response is gonna be my peace is good. So I'm gonna write it down in Hebrew. You put it in English letter. Y'all don't hear me though. What we got? What response when somebody asks me, how's my peace? My shalomka. What's my response? This is my response right here. Y'all know the deal. Give it to me in English letters. Give it to me in English letters so I can know you know how to read the Hebrew. What I just write. And don't be cheap because I know some of y'all got these papers. You didn't even let me. You got that too fast, Sister D. You got one of these books. Wait till I see your husband. You got one of these. But I'm proud of you. I'm pleased with you. I'm pleased with you. Absolutely correct. That is the answer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna flash that across the screen for those that don't want to jump in here. You can see it for yourself. This is what the sister wrote. Who is this? This is Shemaiah. She wrote Shalom Tawab, and Sister David say Shalom Yah Tawab. Both mean my peace is good, and what you have here, what should have been written. Are y'all ready? Shalom Ayi. Salakia. That's why I love my students. We got Shalom, and it should have been Yah. We could get away with this. Shalom Yah to Wa. Shalom Yah to Wa. Correct. I guess y'all can keep them papers. I ain't gonna take your papers because I was going kind of fast. And you're absolutely correct. Shalom Yah Tawab, Sister Dorothy Davis is absolutely correct. Now watch it. I'm gonna show you something now. What Shemaiah wrote was what I wrote on the board. I put Shalom Tawab, right? Or peace good, right? So this shows you that both of these sisters, if you knew, I see we getting up there in numbers now. This sister right here, Shalom Yah Tawab, she wrote what is the correct answer. My peace is good. Shalom Yah. You see that? The other sister, she interpreted exactly what I had written, even though I made a mistake by not including this right here. And here's one of the things we will do here. We're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it real. If I make a mistake, no problem. I don't mind my students saying, hey, teach, you forgot that right there. But that's what it should be. Shalom Yah. You see that? Shalom Yah. It can be with the Yah, with the Ha right there, and it can be without the Ha. Shalom Yah. You see that? Shalom Yah Tawab. That means my peace is good. I'm straight, dog. You got that? You got that? Now, so you say that in Hebrew. Watch this. You say that in Hebrew, and somebody else you ain't never met before replies in Hebrew, and you understand them. What is the next thing you're going to want to do? You're going to know who the hell I'm talking to, right? So you need to ask them what? What's your name? Watch this. Come on, what I just write. That is what is your name. Now I need the pronunciation, students. I need the pronunciation. What we got? I need the pronunciation. Sister D, Shemaiah, whoever else, you other folks that's out there, jump in. Don't let these, and I'm gonna tell you about, I know both of these sisters personally now. I know them personally. And if you some young men out there, you ought to be ashamed. I gotta do it. You ought to be ashamed of these sisters if it's just blowing you away. So jump in there. Y'all can participate in this too. You see what I put up there? Okay. I gave you the first one, but I ain't gonna do. This is, what is your name? All right? Just asking somebody their name. All right? Mi nombre. That's Spanish for me name. My name is mi nombre. But these folks are saying, Mashamka. What is your name? See, I gave it to you. I need y'all to reply. You know what? I think we need to go to a faster internet because of y'all. I know y'all be answering. Okay? I know y'all be answering. Any brothers out there? Y'all brothers out there, come on, man. Tune in. Chime in. My wife will tell you, and the sisters will tell you, I favor the brothers now. I'm always, you jump up in there. I'm going to try to make it easiest for you. What is your name? How do you pronounce that? I already said it once. I can't believe y'all missed that. All right? I can't believe y'all missed that. Hey, and I want to give a big shout out to Officer of 1,000, Quadash the Bar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should just say, ooh. You know why? Because that name right there, holy word. You see that? Every name in Israel means something. That's why we need to learn our language. Every name means something. Quadash the Bar. You see, Quadash, the Shawan Quadash is holy tongue. or holy language or separate language. So Quadash, the bar being word, holy word. You see that? A separate word. So what do Shemayim Matar mean? Or what do Mashah mean? You see what I'm saying? Learn your language. Learn your language. All right, we got some response yet? Because I got to move on. Because y'all know I can really. Ma Shamka. That's what's. Let me put that. Let me so everybody can see that. So everybody can see that. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. That's the correct answer for this. Ma Shamka, or what is your name? Ma Shamka. Now, if you want to talk about inflections and all that, I don't know. We just got to know what to say. Ma Shamka. Oh, what's my name? Oh. Now, how do you answer that? You hear Ma Shamka. How do you answer that? That's rhetorical right now because I'm going to give it to you. It's going to be Booyah. See that? Booyah. Remember the connector? Sham Ya. My name is. And my name is. Three letters. Mashah. My name is Mashah. You see that? Now, another way to answer that. All right? Is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Two ways to answer that. My name is, or what's this? Shamya, or I am. Anya. Shamya, my name is Shammai. Shamya, or Anya, I am. Y'all got that? Write it down. Write it down. You know what? I think I'm about to leave y'all right there. Okay. My Shamka. That was the last one. I got you, Sister Davis. Anya and Shamya. You got that? Anya or Mashamya. Is that right? No, Shamya, not Mashamka. Mashamka is, what is your name? Shamya Malak or Anya Malak. You got that? I am is Anya. Anya, or my name is Masham. Salakia is Shamya. Shamya. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave you right there. We're gonna leave you right there. Okay. No. Yeah, we're gonna leave you right there because we're gonna go into a different way of talking. And I guarantee you next week when we pick up, it's about what I hope to see when we get to Florida for the Passover. And that's Bagad Yapa. Many Bagad Yapa. Y'all look that up in your notes. And maybe y'all can holler at me next week, tell me what I'm talking about. In the meantime, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Barak Tham to my brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shema Al-Than Bahashim, Yahweh Shah to my sisters.